Oh, well, my name is Fox Rides all day, and I'm at Fox. I'm tired. I've been in the car for 4 hours. I've been to go visit my sister for Easter. With family. My mother can't drive tonight, and she drove, and there's a bunch of stuff. Anyways, in either case, I was tired. I made this tweet, and a lot of people really liked it. At least, 1.6K. And I kind of wanted to make a video about it, I guess. Got a little bit of ideas around, because even Dr. Cyril asked me, what do you think the new Monsterverse movie could be? And I'm like, I have no idea. Because in a sense, from this point onward, they could do whatever the hell they want. Because they made Scar King, who was a badass villain and wasn't needed. Not that it wasn't needed. Let me rephrase that. He's a new villain. He wasn't needed to make an existing character, remake of an existing character. Shimo is already a badass. So come here, you. Shimo's already a badass. So I kind of didn't really think much about it. I'm like, I have no idea where they go. I'll probably make a video about some other ideas I kind of had thrown around. But one thing I actually kind of thought of, especially because there's a bunch of people on Twitter right now, they're saying, Godzilla's as bad as Scar King. It's like, this dude literally 99% of the time is sleeping. And the only 1% of the time that he's awake is literally to kick the ass of anything that's trying to disrupt the world balance and order. This man is a hero no matter what. But it did make me think a little bit. So I would say, he's extremely aggressive. He's extremely angry, which, you know what? Yeah. The man wakes up and literally chooses violence.
This is a game changer.
I ain't gonna lie. This movie is literally, Godzilla X Kong. Godzilla is probably the most brutal he's ever been. I can watch Godzilla versus Kong, the one before this, and I could look at it and be oh, Godzilla's attacking the city. I'm like, did you ever think why he's attacking the city? In this, they know why he's attacking. Pretty much. Sorry, I'm losing my voice too. They know why he's attacking. They know why he's, going to attack. Skilla attacking. She stepped out of line. He stopped it because she was going to destroy the world. She was attacking human civilization, destroying shit. He's like, no, stop it. Of course, that's his job. But then, they're like, well, why is he going after Tiamat? Why is he going, spoilers for the movie, why does he go attack Tiamat and take her lair and stuff like that? Because he needed to charge up so he could go fight the guy who was gonna start the guy, not necessarily, but Scar King, gonna go start the guy who's gonna go start the goddamn Ice Age again. Because he started the first one. Godzilla is extremely aggressive. However, he makes so many, there's so many bodies he drops. He kills so many people. Holy shit.
The last time those two met up,
and he
was almost,
he is full of rage, which did kind of make me think, what if the next monster movie, because here's the thing, Kong is cool. Don't get me wrong. The man is badass. Legitimately, this is the movie that made me think, you know what? I actually really like Kong. Don't get me wrong. Kong is awesome. That being said, Godzilla needs movies that are not with Kong. He needs movies that are not with Kong. By God, please. Especially movies that are more focused on him with Kong. Which, that's where this comes in. Because you probably already read the tweet already, but the idea is, I think the next Monsterverse movie should be a Godzilla Mothra movie. Or Godzilla X Mothra, however you want to call it. Godzilla X Mothra, showing that the reason why he's been angry the reason why he's been hurt and like the reason why he's been so like mad this entire time is because ever since of this. Ever since the Queen of the Monsters, his queen, decided to protect him, decided to sacrifice herself. Decided to sacrifice herself to empower him and make him grow stronger, to help him, you know, have this final fight. Hold on. I actually like what this one does. Because this one has subtitles, which is kind of amazing. But yeah, that Mothra, that the whole reason he's been angry this whole time, the reason why he's been way more aggressive is because he missed Mothra. That like without Mothra, like the keeper of the balance of Earth himself is himself imbalanced. That he himself needs Mothra. And I mean this in like a few sense. Like, you know, technically speaking, doesn't have to be romantic in that sense. Which, you know, whatever. But in a sense of itself, these two characters are a balance. Because that's the thing, too, that I actually really love. And that's the reason why I love Godzilla X Kong so much. Is because there's always been an idea of balance throughout all of these movies that I love. I love the message of it. Whether it be in... was it King of the Monsters? In King of the Monsters, it's the idea that, like, you know, humanity is trying to control nature. Where the idea is that humanity should work with nature. In this case, Godzilla. Work with it. Even in Godzilla X Kong, the idea that they have to unite to fight off this evil, to fight off this, to fight off like Mechagodzilla, to fight off that greater evil. These two are in themselves a balance as well. In Godzilla X Kong, you see that in a few ways. One, yes, there's legend that say like, oh yeah, Godzilla took down Scar King. Godzilla's the one by himself. But it shows that Mothra was the one that sealed away the walls in between the different areas, the sectors, between different points with her webbing. That was Mothra. That wasn't Godzilla. It shows also in the final fight and throughout this entire movie, Godzilla doesn't really care about the people he's saving. He cares about the balance he's protecting. Like, yes, if there's a monster that goes to Rome, he's going to go to Rome and fight that monster. But that is like, get your people out of there now, because he's not going to hold back. He's not going to pull a Superman or something like that. That's not his job. His job is go in, protect, get out. Or go in, protect, and then maybe fall asleep in the Coliseum. Because it's the closest thing to his ruins that Sarazawa blew the hell up. But mind you, it was so that Godzilla could come back and save the planet as well. But we do see in the final battle, there is a kaiju that does specifically protect humanity, or protect everyone else around Godzilla, while Godzilla is on his rampage, while Godzilla is trying to protect the Earth. This girl is trying to defend everyone around her. And mind you, I do want to see Mothra and Godzilla pull some sweet ass combos together. Don't get me wrong, but I liked that idea, that balance of where Godzilla will come in to protect the entire Earth, and Mothra will be the one who also like mitigates Godzilla, the one who rebalances him in a sense of protecting humanity around him, as well as possibly, you know, when Godzilla gets a bit out of line to beat the shit out of him, be like, remember what we're here for. We're guardians. We're not just destroyers. Calm down. I legit think like that should be like the next. Who they should fight, I don't know, honestly. One cool idea is that there is a Mothra egg out there, which I guess one reason why they did, spoilers for Godzilla Kong, the reason they brought Mothra the way they did is because it'd be because a lot of the general audience will understand that it's almost kind of like reincarnation. Every time Mothra has a kid, it's them. It's still like Mothra, as far as I know in that sense, but so like, you know, they brought Mothra and there's still an egg out there. Maybe the Iwi girl who, like, spoilers, brings back Mothra, maybe she actually has a secret twin we don't know about who goes to that egg and actually hatches that egg, and that egg actually hatches out to be Batra, the evil Mothra, or something like that. And also someone asked too, like, this could be for another video or something like that, but someone also asked, like, well, what about Rodan? Rodan hasn't really been used all that much. Honestly, I could probably see Rodan becoming something along the lines of, like, either two things. Either becoming a Starscream, where he is constantly trying to kill Godzilla, and, like, he's always trying to betray him, or, which one I actually like really more, you can make him, like, a dishonored samurai trying to reclaim his honor in Godzilla's eyes, like, trying to prove himself. Like, it would be kind of cool if he came back. And yeah, I kind of have the idea, like, he probably dies to protect Godzilla at some point, and that's when he proves his honor. I would want him to come back in some sense as well, though, but, you know, I think that'd be badass, especially because, like, a cool way I think that this Monsterverse could end, could be, like, a cool, like, could be a Destroyer. Could be a Destroyer one. And the cool thing is to, like, I would say, like, change the Destroyer's thing where it's like when the Oxygen Destroyer exploded and almost killed Godzilla and Ghidorah, it actually, like, took, like, DNA of Ghidorah, Godzilla, and with the Oxygen Destroyer created Destroyer and make Destroyer, like, the third incarnation of Ghidorah. Where you have Ghidorah, the first one, obviously, then you have Mechagodzilla, and then, like, the final battle is this Destroyer who's still part Ghidorah with the cells and everything. And Godzilla, everyone fights off against it. And, like, you know, maybe Rodan comes back, or the second Rodan, who knows. And I would honestly like if that one was, like, the one where Godzilla dies, but protecting Mothra. And then, like, from Godzilla's radiation, it gives it to Mothra, and Mothra becomes supercharged, and, like, maybe gets one of the transformations. That'd be cool. I don't know. There's just ideas I thought of driving here, or getting here. I was like, that'd be kind of cool. I'm tired. I'm losing my voice, too, which is fun. But yeah, this is just a quick thought I had. Like, I legit think the next movie should be Godzilla X Mothra, because I feel like these two together would, like, that would be so amazing. And, like, hell, a lot of the comments on my thing, and people are just like, I love this. I'm like, one guy says, like, I've never been more into a movie couple than I have right now. Like, yes, I want to see these two together. I think it would be so badass. And then also, like, people also, like, and someone also said in the comments too, like, you know, they should make it where Godzilla movies are him with classic monsters, where Kong movies are him with, like, new Monsterverse ones, like Scar King, Shimo, and all that. And honestly, yeah, I kind of like that idea a little bit too. Because obviously Kong doesn't really have that many things. Also, some people on there were like, no, Kong has to be in it. Kong has to be in all of the Monsterverse movies after. I'm like, no, why? It's like it's like saying Captain America has to be in all the Iron Man movies. Like, no, let this Monsterverse breathe and have multiple different ones. Like, I love the idea of Godzilla having to learn to rebalance himself. Learning to, like, learning how to rebalance of not be as angry. Like, Mothra having to rein him in a bit. Like, I love the idea of maybe, like, you could even have, maybe there's, like, whoever's the next bad guy, whether it be Batch or someone else, like, they absorb, like, the more angrier Godzilla gets or something, like, the radiations. Because here's the thing, too, like, I'm sorry, I went off topic because I'm tired. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to try to speed this up real quick. But, like, here's just a quick idea you could do with this. Because it's set up already in Godzilla X Kong. The Earth has had enough of Godzilla. The Earth has had enough of Godzilla. He walks around, he destroys shit, he sleeps wherever the hell he wants. The world has had enough of Godzilla. We've already seen this in Godzilla X Kong. They're like, Monarch, your giant-ass lizard is sleeping in the Coliseum. And the Monarch says, let him. He protects the Earth. Let him sleep. The world has had enough of him. The world has had enough of Godzilla. And they find some way to, like, push him out. Not so much off the planet or something, but push him out of the push him out of, like, cities, whether it be some kind of sound barrier, whether it be a physical kind of barrier or something like that. Like, something that keeps him away from, like, radiation spots and all this stuff. And because of this, and when something big is coming and Godzilla needs to charge up at a nuclear power plant or whatever, he can't. Like, for whatever reason, he can't. Maybe they even block off certain, like, hotspot points, like Tiamat's, like, cave location. They block off those points. Godzilla can't do it. Godzilla can't get there, and whatever's coming is coming. Like, it's growing stronger, bigger. It's burrowing its way out of Hollow Earth. We don't know. Godzilla is freaked, or Godzilla is trying to get in, but he is being pushed back for whatever reason. And, you know, Godzilla and Mothra is obviously a guardian angel in herself, and although people probably still won't trust her, Mothra pretty much has to, like, Godzilla's just getting angry, and just, like, and more angry and more destructive he gets, the less humanity is really wanting to help in this scenario, and more likely Earth will end. And pretty much because we've seen humanity bend over backwards for Godzilla and stuff like that, but now in the sense, like, Godzilla himself has to, like, instead of it being like humanity's helping Godzilla because of, like, that mutual thing, Godzilla himself now has to want to help with humanity. And mind you, I don't need him talking to anyone. I don't need anything like that. But I do think, like, Mothra acting as, like, the middle grounds between humanity and Godzilla, where through physical months and stuff like that, like, Godzilla himself has to, like, humble himself a little. And I don't mean this doesn't have, like he's gonna bow to humanity, but he has to at least work with humanity and try to mitigate things a little bit. Like, Mothra herself will be the one who definitely helps a lot, but Godzilla himself has to learn how to rein himself in from destroying goddamn everything, at least until humanity is gone. Like, imagine Godzilla having to hold back against whatever is coming. Like, eventually humanity does allow him to absorb more radiation, allows him to find access to a more radiation spot. Or maybe even humanity has, like, a single radiation crystal or something that would, like, empower him greatly for what's coming. Godzilla himself would have to, like, whatever is coming, he'd have to hold it back himself long enough for humanity to be evacuated out of whatever city it is, or Godzilla would have to like learn out, and then like you see him like maybe Godzilla getting hurt, like getting damaged and all this stuff, and then as soon as everyone's out of the city and like they give the word to Mothra and Mothra gives the word to Godzilla and Godzilla sees the sign, like whether she becomes bioluminescent to signal him, that's where you see just Godzilla go and just atomic breath the thing, and that's when you start seeing him like really start fighting, where you start seeing him let loose onto this thing. It's not so much the idea that it's the idea that he says, yes, I will become a protector of humanity. Two, like he will become a protector of humanity. He will, or like the Earth itself. Like mind you, he is going to protect Earth. If humanity screws over, he's going to screw them over. And Mothra will probably make sure of that as well. But he will become a guardian of Earth, but as fully as trying to minimize the death as much as he can. I don't know. That's just the idea I kind of had. And like Mothra herself will be like the mitigator one and the one to rein Godzilla in if needed. They could even have a sign of like they didn't have in the trailer, like he's out of control. He's destroyed so many places. And then you have like the other version for the boy going with Mothra there. Like he'll bring balance to the Earth. She'll bring balance to him. Something like that. Like I think that'd be so badass. Tell me what you think, comments below. Thanks for watching. I might go into this more when I'm less tired, but please check out my videos. Hopefully you enjoy this. I love these movies. I want to see a Godzilla x Mothra. It allows for them to be on screen, allows them both to have more screen time without having to focus on Kong. And then after that we have another Kong movie with Kong. We call it King Kong. Like that next one should be Godzilla x Mothra Fallen Crown, because Godzilla has to learn like how to become a true king, pretty much. And then the next one will be King Kong, the Kong Empire. I don't know. But thanks for watching. Share videos. Hope you enjoy this, and we will see you later. I gotta get a Monsterverse version of Mothra, but yeah, these two I love. This is probably one of the best like couples.